we're in the doldrums of summer right now. It's brutal. Not a lot going on. We got baseball, but we got some serious horse racing coming up. Saratoga started yesterday. Churchill Downs in full action. We got race courses in California, Virginia, Finger Lakes. We're following all of them. We're going to have some awesome people on this show, jocks, trainers. Got some guys coming on today with some uh, handicapping techniques that we'll use throughout the year. We got Saratoga starting big time today, tomorrow. A lot of solid races coming up. If you know anything about Saratoga, Saratoga is I don't know, you don't want to say the wealthiest track, but you want to say a track with the highest monetary purses of any track in the world. You have the best horses in the world racing in Saratoga. It's extremely competitive. I got my boy Steve Valente coming on the show. He had a little bathroom situation. He's running late. We've had that happen. At least he's not on the road. He didn't have to stop over to Burger King or something. He is at home. He will be on. I have Frank Lyons. This guy was a trainer, currently a jockey's agent, bloodstock agent. He's done everything. This guy knows more about horse racing than really anybody I know in the game. And if you like what you hear on the Degenerate Gamblers, join us at wap.com. Go to Howie Dewey on YouTube. Sign up. It's 24 bucks a month, 25 bucks a month. And we give you plays every single day. I don't think there's a better, as far as handicapping, and I've been to all of them, I think we get more, I don't want to say inside information, but it's pretty damn good about why we play certain horses, certain jockey trainer combinations. But we have everything on there. I have right now, I'll tell you right now while we're talking, I have Taylor Fritz upsetting Carlos Alcatraz at Wimbledon. I got him at plus 600. What is it? Now he's plus 460. He's still in this. He's not out of it. He's got a chance to, plus 500. He's got a chance. Tough beating Carlos Alcatraz. He's the man. Alcaraz. You can say that right. I love Riverside. Everything's going well. You just have to hit okay. Here comes Steve. I think he just took his dump. We're good. Yeah, he's walking around. He's still got some toilet paper stuck out of his shorts. But he's back. Different studio setup, man. He's trying to figure out how to put in headphones right now. That's tough. That's like a Halloween test. Yeah, good. I can't hear you.
I'm not even talking yet. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah, I just told the listeners you had a little bathroom situation, so you're back. But at least you're not on the road. You're not on the road. Yeah, we got tennis right now, and Taylor Fritz is actually in it. It's 1-1 going in the second set. He's down 2-1 against Carlos Alcaraz.
He won the second set.
Second set, Fritz is down 2-1.
Yep.
I took him in the upset. I took the American in the upset. I'm just patriotic, man. I'm just patriotic. That's what it is.
Love it.
I'm feeling better. Had a little case of the Lyme disease. That's nice. You don't want to get Lyme disease. You literally learn how to wipe your ass. It's tough.
But you think Chuck gave it to you?
No. Oh, there's Frank. Look at Big Frank coming in. So we got to go right into horse racing. We got to go into horse racing because...
Let's go. Get into it.
Yeah, there he is. What are you driving back from the bars? Well, we had Frank for a sec. There he is. He's back. What's up, big guy? Oh, I can't hear him. You gotta hit the mute. You can hear me, right, Steve?
Yeah, you're good.
Shit. Frank's here. He's gonna try it again. I don't know.
So what I miss, Howie?
We just talked a little bit about Saratoga coming up. We talked about the meet a little bit.
It's already here, Howie.
How we'll be following horse racing all summer. You got tracks in Virginia, California. We got Finger Lakes. We got Saratoga.
Colonial Downs, our boy, the attorney. Our boy, the attorney. Hover had a horse on Wednesday. I didn't even bother to give it to you just because I hate it when somebody gives you a horse and it comes in dead last. So you're welcome.
Where do you have it? What's track?
First race at Colonial Downs on Wednesday. It was the one horse, and it broke beautifully, and down around that last turn just ran out of gas. Still running.
Yeah, Johnny V had a horse yesterday that same thing happened. God, it was in a big race. He led 3/4 of the race. Just couldn't hold on. But I gotta get Frank on here because I want to ask him a question.
Howie, how did you guys make out with all that rain up there?
So Saratoga, I'm driving around today. There's trees down everywhere. I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah. I was playing golf last night in our golf league in Mechanicville, and you could see it north of us, just north of us. And then I saw some stuff on Twitter this morning of the racetrack, and it was crazy.
Yeah, I think it like there were trees down there, cleaning up trees and things around, but I think all the barns are good.
Everybody's
that shit down in Texas with Reduso Downs is horrible.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sad.
Place got flooded.
Yeah. The
fuck. But yeah, we're right into it today. I mean, I'll tell you what, I was very surprised yesterday at there weren't a lot of people to track. For opening day was dead yesterday.
Howie, I think, you had the Belmont, then they opened last weekend for the 4th of July. I think it takes away from that opening day.
You might as well just keep it up here, like we said.
Right. Why go back? Yeah.
Don't go back.
No.
You got to bring all the horses back. You got to ship them back up. It doesn't make a lot of sense. While we're waiting for Frank, I'll tell you the other thing too is, how about the Yankees and the Red Sox in baseball? They're on a roll, both of them. Sox have won 7 in a row?
9 out of 10. Yeah,
they're on fire. Yankees have won 4 in a row.
The ball, getting Bregman back. Yankees were getting no hit through 7 last night. Come back and win in extras. Judge with the walk-off.
Yeah, pop fly.
Yeah, man, that was a great slide by Volpe. He got that right hand in there. The catcher, if tank ass there, Cal Raleigh, just actually went to the plate instead of going to the player, he probably would have got him out. But a great slide by Volpe.
Yeah, Volpe's a guy he's running on borrowed time. I mean, it's in New York. They've given him 2 years.
How did you see his pops getting into it? I think it was Sunday night Sunday against a Mets fan. He's MFing him, motherfucking him, yelling at him. The Met fan had his kid there. He's like,
they banned Volpe's old man from the park for life. He can't go back.
Yeah, get out.
And they asked him, they said, what do you think about that? He said, I don't care. It's the Mets. Yeah, your kid might be getting traded to their AA team if you fucking play the way he is.
Literally, keep it up.
So, all right, let's see if Frank's back in. We got Frank back in.
There
he is.
I can hear you finally.
Frank's got that volume working. All right.
Hey, Steve. Yeah, I didn't get it working. It's working now.
Oh, nice, Frank. Nice. So Frank, you're at Churchill Downs?
Yes, I'm at Churchill Downs.
Down in Kentucky. And you guys have racing today, correct?
Well, we're racing at Ellis Park.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Churchill Downs finished last week.
That's right.
And, with the very good day there. Clark, the Stephen Foster. They ended up with the Stephen Foster day. Yeah.
How far is Ellis Park from Louisville?
About 2.5 hours.
Back west. Back towards Lexington.
I think he froze up.
It's not back towards, actually on the coast of Indiana.
Yeah.
It's in Henderson, Kentucky. It's near Evansville, Indiana.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
Frank, what would our listeners equate? Hey, Frank, how are you? What would the listeners equate Ellis Park to from up here? Are we going from like Saratoga to Finger Lakes, Churchill to Ellis, or is Ellis a little bit of a step up?
Frank rolled his eyes when you said Finger Lakes.
Yeah, no. I was like, it's actually, the purses. Is 102,000 for the straight maidens, so it's worth that 2.5 hour drive. There's when I was training back here in Kentucky, the purse money in Ellis Park for a maiden specialweight would be about 26,000. Now that's gone up to 100,000 in less than 15 years. So it's an incredible purse structure at Ellis Park. And Ellis Park is a beautiful little racetrack. It's got a great following. You get great people out there, and it's a really fun weekend for many people in Kentucky.
I'm 100,000 maiden special. That's like Saratoga.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the competition. Anytime you have 100,000 maiden race, they're not going to give that away. But it's a lot less stressful for those horses to run against 2-year-olds at Ellis Park than it is to run a 2-year-old at Saratoga, which every time you race a 2-year-old at Saratoga, it's like running in a stakes race because they got to run so hard.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You've got some known jockeys down there, though. I'm looking at the card here today. You got Hernandez. Camacho,
Brian.
Laperoux.
Hey, Sam, by the way, Steve didn't know this. Frank represents Sammy Camacho.
All right.
Indeed I do.
Yeah, I love that kid.
Yeah,
man.
I'm open.
Free agent?
Free agent.
Yeah, you'll grab 3 or 4 different jocks. That's what you need.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right.
Yeah, you need a few of them. You need one in Saratoga. You need one in Hoosier Park. Speaking of Hoosier Park, how about Johnny V setting a course record last Saturday?
That's it. And Johnny V won a race yesterday at Saratoga. And you know that Johnny V is the first rider in the history of horse racing to go over the 500 million mark in purse winnings. And the next best is like Javier Castellano at like 420 million. Hey, he's almost 100 million clear of any rider that ever lived.
I'll have to mention it too when I see him. We had to go through a lot of hoops to get him to just take our little horse for a jog.
He did take him for a jog, and he gave you good reports, right?
Yeah, he likes him. He's got potential. Of course, we jogged him in company 2 days ago, and he almost knocked a filly into Boston Spa. He's fast, but he likes the physical contact. He likes to hit a little bit. So Johnny's
really? So maybe he's in the wrong sport.
Yeah, we need to put a helmet on him.
Football season's coming.
Yeah.
Johnny's going to take him for a ride next week, and we're going to evaluate and see. If it's good, he'll run in 2 weeks. But who knows? Like Frank said, these maiden specials up in the 2-year-old crop this year is scary.
Yeah.
Some good 2-year-olds.
Well, the 2-year-old crop every year at Saratoga, it's scary. You know, the best 2-year-olds in the country all land in Saratoga to, you know, for the races there. They hope to end up in the hope to end up in the winner's circle.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal. And so for anybody listening right here, there's a race 7 today, and we're going to stick on topic because Frank's talking about, and Frank's been a trainer. He's been a bloodstock agent. Frank's been in the racing game for what, like 90 years?
Yeah, for close to 89.
I mean, no, he's seriously, you're one of the most knowledgeable people I know about this game. But today, in race 7 at Saratoga, speaking of 2-year-olds, there's the Coronation Cup, which is a 5.5 furlong on the turf. And for anybody listening, I don't care who's good, who's what. How do you not bet the 10-horse flat-out time with George Weaver? George Weaver's winning like 50% of the time with these 2-year-olds on the turf.
That was an exceptional maiden that he won with yesterday.
Woo!
She is fantastic. She might not this time. And she you never see horses draw away like she did on the grass, you know. You see it on the dirt every now and then, but a horse that wins off by 5 on the grass first time out, they're serious maiden.
Well, that horse.
And of course, he had Crimson.
Weaver's horse was 8-1. Of course, the favorite.
Yeah.
They scratched right off the bat. He had problems going into the gate. They scratched the favorite, so he came down to 5-1. Frank, I don't think it would have mattered. That horse had no chance to beat Weaver's horse yesterday.
No way. George Weaver, you're going to hear a lot about that 2-year-old. I can't even remember her name, but you're going to hear a lot about her. And George has a lot of good 2-year-olds over there. He's stacked this year. You know, he used to work for Wayne Lucas, along with Todd Pletcher, you know, Dallas Stewart,
Chuck Simon,
you know, Kieran McLaughlin, Chuck Simon, and you got that's like going to the Harvard of training school. You know, you couldn't ask for a better education.
Horse racing lost an absolute. When you say legend, like the legend, last week,
the legend.
Lucas.
Yeah, he is. He was the GOAT. You know, I mean, it was kind of bizarre how he was riding his pony last Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, or 2 weeks ago on Saturday, and he died on like the Wednesday. He got off the pony and said, "That's it for me. I'm done." And he obviously had you know, health issues, but it seems surreal without D. Wayne. You know, go out to Churchill Downs and you'd see D. Wayne out there on the pony all the time, and that's a thing of the past now.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, he was just he was the best in the business. I mean, started off so many different trainers.
He was great. Oh yeah. You know, I always said that we should have took D. Wayne and didn't have him to train horses, but used him as the commissioner of our sport. Because believe me, that guy, he was a politician. You know, he was. His speeches were phenomenal, and they were humorous. They were to the point. They were educational. They were always spot on. You know, he was the one and only D. Wayne Lucas.
Yeah, he was like the godfather of the whole sport.
Yeah.
So we get into Saratoga. Yesterday was opening day. Today's Friday. Tomorrow. Got some big. I mean, you know, Saratoga. I was saying it earlier. It's the one track in the world, and you don't want to say the wealthiest track, but the stakes races here are insanely monetary heavy. Huge stakes races.
Yeah. And you got the Bowling Green and the Diana tomorrow. They're two of the best races, you know, at Saratoga, especially the Diana. And you got that Sherry DeVoe train. She feels pretty in that, and she's the best 4-year-old filly on the grass in the country at a mile, I would imagine.
Yeah, she's.
You know, so tune in and see her. Then you got Far Bridge and Bowling Green. You'll be
Yeah, the Bowling Green's
short
at
price
420
favorites.
tomorrow, $200,000, which I think believe it's a grade 3. But that's a
Yeah,
loaded
that's
race
great
too.
too.
Grade 2. I'm sorry, grade 2.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't feel that it's a loaded race. I think that Far Bridge is a little bit of a standout in there, as is She Feels Pretty. If if you wanted to do a double, I don't think you can do a double on those races tomorrow. But sometimes I always like when I think that there's a short price pay or a horse even that I like. I always like to do a double.
You can do an 8-9. There's a double at
Because
8-9.
it's kind of yeah, I know. But is he in the 8th and she in the 9th? I think he's in the 6th, isn't he? And she's in the.
Yeah, that could be the case. The Bowling Green's the 8th race. Yeah, and the Diane is the 11th.
Yeah, and she's like the 11th. Yeah, so all you can do is bet on him, hold on to your money, and put it all on her.
Yeah, she's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, you can't do that though.
But Frank, we are at the Saratoga. This is the track of Graveyard. This is the Graveyard. I mean, this favorites go down up here.
Oh, that's it. Yes, yeah, absolutely. American Pharaoh, I'll never forget. He was unbeatable, like Secretariat. He got beat in the Travers. Keen Ice beat him.
Hey, I was trackside when Lady Secret, who was 1-9.
That's right.
1-9.
Blew the turn, didn't she?
Blew that first turn. She went off to McDonald's, man. She just slowed up and walked off the track. And I'll never forget it because Mac Miller had a horse, Jack.
The Angel Cordero was on her.
Yes, he was.
Right.
Those prices, Jack of Clubs paid $18.20 to place and $36 to show. Because you had that 1-9.
I didn't know that.
That 1-9 ran out.
Yeah, the 1-9 shot. Yeah,
it was crazy. So, yeah, we got.
Can you imagine someone who? Yeah, so that's someone who bet to show on her a bridge jumper, and because they'll bet like 100,000 to show on Lady Secret because she's never been off the board, but she goes to Saratoga, she's off the board.
She didn't even finish that race. I think they walked her to the far end, opened it up, and she just went right to the barns. That was crazy.
Do you know she was an Oklahoma bred?
I did not know.
You know that? She was an Oklahoma bred. And she was by Secretariat.
I think
she was Secretariat's best horse, best offspring.
Oklahoma bred. That's got to be the greatest Oklahoma bred ever.
Oklahoma. She's the only Oklahoma bred ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That was
I didn't know they bred in.
They don't breed them in Oklahoma. Not too many.
No. It's like Vermont. You don't hear about a lot of Vermont, New Hampshire breds.
A Vermont bred, yeah. Oh, that's an interesting trivia question. Is there any Vermont bred ever? I'm sure there is.
There's got to be. They do have farms up there. I've seen a cow or two.
Yeah.
They gotta have them. I mean.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. What people don't know is New York breds were the worst in the world 30 years ago.
Oh.
Until a little horse called Fiorito came around.
Yeah.
We didn't have any horses.
Funny Side.
Fiorito, Funny Side.
Yeah.
I saw all those guys at Ciro's 2 nights ago, the Saratoga Stables.
Saratoga Stable.
Yeah, they're still running on that Funny Side. They're still doing everything they can with that.
Well, it just shows you what a thrill having a great racehorse it'll be, because it brings everyone together. It keeps your family together because you got something to talk about, something that is interesting. And what's the horse doing now? What's he going to do? What's the plans with him? And I've seen the horse game humble men and women, but mostly men, because they come into this game and they think, well, we can buy the Derby winner. We'll just spend the most money. But that don't work like that. California Chrome, Mind That Bird, Rich Strike. Just proves to you anything can happen.
Yeah. Hoosick Falls. Yeah, I like that Frank said it brings families together. I wish my mother could have heard that one. She would have been like, "Yeah, well, when your dad was headed down to OTB at 11 in the morning, and we didn't see him for 9
Yeah.
hours."
She was.
Yeah, yeah, brings us together. Good Frank just froze.
Get back home.
Yeah, bring your families together.
So you going, Howie? Yeah, it does. I'm telling you.
I love it. I love it. I mean, it's Steve loves it. Steve, you go to the track all the time.
You know what, Howie?
Steve, where are you?
I'm in my basement, but you know what? I love betting the horses. I don't go to the actual racetrack as much as I should or as much as I would like to. I used to bartend at the Horseshoe 20 years ago, so we're going back a little ways. But Jack Broughton was one of the owners of Funny Side, and Dick Williams was the old timer. I don't know if you remember Dick, but Dick was out of his mind. He told my wife she had a nice dumper 20 years ago. He was he owned probably the tail of Funny Side, but
dumper.
She's got a great dumper, Stevie. So I locked her up. Thanks, Dick. R.I.P. But no, Saratoga's electric, man. It's, it brings energy to the city, and then just, when you're there and you listen to the roar of the crowd, those are the things that are just awesome when you're gambling with your buddies, your families, stuff like that, hanging out in the picnic area, rolling in those coolers and chilling.
Yeah.
That's Saratoga to me. My brother's on the other end of things. He likes going and rubbing elbows with the ritzy people in the clubhouse, but I'm more of a picnic area guy.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I'll go once or twice a year.
That's what we did. If my uncle had a big horse running or something, we'd go up for his birthday. We get dressed up, walk around the paddock like we're somebody for a couple minutes. That's about it. And listen, when Chuck's running, we got to be there.
Hey, I mean, we're aiming for the 24th. We'll see. Johnny's going to jog him next week. We're aiming for the 24th. If not, it'll probably be the following week or two. If he can run straight next week.
Yeah.
He's fast, but he's fast, all over the place.
So can you tell the story on how you got Johnny V to work him?
I mean, basically, we had a meeting who we want to try to get to ride him, and I have a friend. I have a very good friend who is Tyler Gaffleone's agent. He's just come back from an injury. Had a few people interested, but I was
wondering where he was at.
Huh?
I was wondering where Tyler was at.
He's coming back. He's injured. But it came down to basically, I said, what, a 2-year-old. The best in the business is Johnny V. He's the best. He can gauge him, tell us if he's ready or not, be honest with us. So I call up a friend of mine whose wife is married to Johnny's wife's married to his wife's cousin. They're cousins. And we got in touch with his agent. Said, come out. Johnny, professional, shows up 20 minutes early, takes his time with the horse. Rides him, tells us, what he needs to work on, but liked him, liked him enough where he wanted to ride him again. And I'm excited.
Howie, does that necessarily mean that he'll be his jockey, or he's just the workout?
Oh no, he will be his jockey.
He'll ride him. Nice.
Yes,
good.
Yeah.
I don't know how that whole process works.
Me neither.
It's pretty exciting that you can get Johnny V to ride your first. I don't know if this is your first horse that you own, but it's one that's definitely close to your heart, and I can't wait. I'm hoping this one's successful for you.
Yeah, I mean, I just would like to see him get off and have a clean race. That's all. He has potential. He's out of Authentic. Those Authentic colts are like 4-0 this year. They're ridiculous. He's, his on the other side, his mom's out of Street Sense. He's good breeding. He's very solid, but that's why we got. Let me see. Come on, Frank, get out of here. I don't know what he's.
Howie, that feature race, the stakes race, the grade 3 here today, that is your 10 horse with George Weaver was a main track only entry. So if that rained last night, yeah, as of right now, and the racing form does not have a jockey on him, but I don't know if that rain last night's going to take him off the turf today. Have they announced it yet?
I would think it's going to be on the turf because it looks like it's drying out right now.
Yeah.
We had a big storm last night, Frank, huge storm. In Saratoga. There's trees down, but I think it's going to dry out. Should be back on the turf. But Frank, while we have you right now, here's the question. Steve and I were just talking about this. You know, we're talking about how to go about getting a jockey you on the horse. I went through a few different roadblocks. We had some meetings. I felt for a 2-year-old, the best jockey you want a 2-year-old is Johnny Velasquez. He can gauge a horse, tell you if it's ready or not. But as a jockey's agent, Frank, tell us, because I've heard horror stories about you got one jockey to ride your horse, and all of a sudden, a couple hours before the race, he's riding another horse. So how does that work?
Well, yeah. Okay, so there is not much commitment, you know.
No, there's
whenever
not.
You have a jockey no, I know, but you have a jockey when you have the horse in the paddock and the jockey is right there, to get a leg up on the horse. You don't really know, because when a jock's agent says to you, like if you're just an ordinary trainer and jock's agent says, yes, I'll ride your horse, like that's just, I'll ride your horse now. If the race was right now, I'll ride your horse. But, come race time, the truth is I may not ride your horse, and they'll do what's best for them. And they'll do what's best for the riders. Often it's the trainers that, they'll even say, oh, yeah, you got the call on this horse. And then if Irad Ortiz, comes available, you kind of have to go with Irad Ortiz because there's a lot of pressure on the trainers. And, it's a lot better when you Edgar Davids, like it's like it's easy to blame a jock, and it's harder to blame Irad Ortiz. So you get the best jockey who's available, and you communicate with the jock's agent. It's not the jockeys that say that I'm not going to ride. It's the jock's agent, So there. And that are very bad, and guys that he does an incredible job because he's got so many horses that are available to ride, and they can ride pretty much anything that they want. But yes, he's making the right choice, a lot of the time, and that's pretty difficult to do.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What about for us gamblers here, Frank, right? So you see an Irad. Normally, if you see a Chad Brown, you figure he'll have multiple horses in the race. Irad's probably on a Chad Brown or a Pletcher, right? I mean, is that when you see him jumping, or if there's a race where Go ahead.
Okay, so when you got Todd Pletcher and Chad Brown, Irad Ortiz is probably not going to spin them and jump off their horse. Now, if he's got a very good horse to ride, well, then they'll understand and they'll let him move, but Irad and Jose, you want barns like Todd Pletcher and Chad Brown in your corner, so you don't want to upset them too much.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to take off horses a lot of the time because, you've got Joe Rosario, Luis Saez, Johnny Velasquez right behind them. And the trainers don't want to hear you say all the time, oh, I've got someone else. I got someone else. They'll say, okay, get someone else. I get Flavien Prat.
Yeah.
Who had like 3 winners yesterday.
First 3.
Yeah.
Was
Flavien
it the
Prat.
first
First
3
3
races?
races on the card.
I was working. I didn't pay much attention to the early card.
Yeah. He's got a nice little relationship with Chad
You
Brown.
were making money the real way. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Saratoga is going to be great. You got huge races this year.
Are you
got
going, Harry, this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah. Are you going to Saratoga?
Yes,
Yes.
I will definitely be tomorrow.
Howie, in that stakes race
Yeah.
today, though, George does have the 4-horse too, with Junior Alvarado on top, Larice. So
Look,
And who rides the other horse?
nobody. It's a main track only entry, so they have not announced the
Okay.
jockey. So the 10-horse.
Yeah. So with all of that rain last night, it's probably going to be off of the grass. Even though that turf course and that dirt course takes more rain than I've ever seen in my life, I think there was enough rain last night to maybe take it off of the turf course because it's so early in the meet. If it was later on in the meet, they wouldn't be so concerned with it. But since it's only the second day, they'll want to protect that turf course. And the Diana will not be off, but I imagine a maiden race will be off.
good chance. I'll still go with Weaver either way. That guy, 2-year-olds, he's just on a roll.
Oh yeah,
He's on a roll.
he had a winner. He had a winner at Royal Ascot 2 years ago, filly called Crimson Advocate, and it's almost impossible to go over there. Wesley Ward has been the only guy that's been able to crack those, and he's cracked them 13 times. And George Weaver sent over Crimson Advocate, who's then stayed with John Gosden and won again this year at Royal Ascot at a mile, and is just a tremendous filly.
Yeah, he's that guy's just gotten better every year. He's peaking, and it's good. I'd like to see somebody, knock off Chad Brown with his 6,000 horses.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for George to do that because George has only got his 40, and that's it. And Chad's got a few more.
Yeah, we were out there the other day, and I looked to my right, and it literally looked like the Wild West. It was like 68 horses just coming down
Yeah.
It was like, oh God.
So as of right now,
beautiful.
As of right now, the only race still on the turf is the feature race today. The rest of the races are taken off. No, Diana's tomorrow.
Oh, the Diana's tomorrow. That's right.
Yeah, tomorrow. So you got the Coronation Cup today. That's the only race still on the turf.
It should dry out. Should dry out.
Oh yeah, yeah. It should. It dries out incredibly quick up there.
Now, you got any mounts today, Frank, at Alice?
We got 1 today, 2 tomorrow, and 1 on Sunday. It's kind of
any live ones. You got a shot on any of them?
Well, we ride a horse for David Jacobson tomorrow, and that should run well. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say to you to bet on anything yet. And when I tell you that it's Easter, you just start painting the eggs, okay?
Frank, we just full disclosure. We want you to know if you give us a horse and it doesn't win, we're not those guys that like to rub it in. We take it. We take it for what it is, and we're always rooting together.
Yeah, that's good. I like to hear that.
This is what we do. I mean,
I don't take abuse real well.
I hate people that you give them a horse, they go, "Oh, thanks for the loser." Well, blow it out your ass. What about the other 6 you gave me?
Yeah, right. So some people say to me, "Who do you like?" And I say, I like this horse. And they say, "Oh, I like this horse." This horse. Well, why'd you ask me?
Glad you asked. Right.
I don't care who you like.
Hey, real quick before we end this, Frank. Does Paris have a chance against Chelsea in soccer on Sunday?
Of course they do. They won the Champions League. They're a lot better team than Chelsea, I believe. And I would say that will be PSG 2, Chelsea 1.
All right. Okay.
Let's
there
go.
You go.
Let's go.
There you go for all of our football fans.
Football.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. I like it.
Oh,
Chelsea
listen,
may
that'll
go
be a
down
great
Sunday.
game. That'll be a wonderful game because PSG are the most entertaining team. They got Desiree Doué, they got Dembele, they got Donnarumma in goals. They got just a wonderful, and this is the only year that PSG they've had great teams through the years, but this is the best team I believe they've probably ever had.
They're a slight favorite. They're a slight favorite at -170. So
Yeah,
that's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, it'd be a really good game. You know, it's
All
the
right.
summertime, so they they'll still want to win, but they won't play at their maximum because they're like racehorses. You know, you can't empty out when the season is just beginning. You know, and so they they play a lot of the junior team players, and they're not quite the Chelsea that you will see during Premier League or PSG during League One, you know. But it'll be a great game anyway.
All right. So you heard it there, Frank. We got PSG on Sunday. That's what we're taking.
Yeah.
We got horse racing all year long. We'll be hitting this up every single Friday. If you like what you hear, go to WAP.com, join the Degenerate Gamblers, go to Howie Dewey on YouTube. We got football starting in 1 month. We got tons of horse racing. We still got baseball. We got the All-Star game coming up, but that's it, man. Appreciate you coming on here, Frank.
You're very welcome, Steve. Have a good weekend. Howie, have a great weekend. Okay.
Crush it down in Kentucky, baby.
Yep, will do. All right.
Frank.
Thank you, boys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.